Hey guys, today I'll be ranking every WCA event from worst to best. Keep in mind, this is only my opinion. Feel free to leave your list in the comments below. I also want to say that this video was inspired by DG Cubes, and I'll leave a card on screen to his video. In last place, we have 5 Blind. The only reason 5 Blind is placed this low is because it's the only event I don't know how to do. It's the only event that I've never taken the time to practice or learn, therefore it's ranked last. I have nothing against this event, I simply just don't know how to do it. The number 17 spot goes to Scube. This shouldn't be a surprise to anyone who knows me well. Scube has recently become a meme at the Alberta comps, mostly because of how out of place it is. I feel like Scube doesn't belong on the list of events. It just doesn't make sense in my eyes, and I feel like it would be better off if it weren't an event. Every time you give a Scube to a non-cuber, they can never turn it, and I think that's a sign that it doesn't fit in with the other events. Number 16 goes to Squan. The only reason Square 1 is placed this low is because I'm bad at it. Squan has lots of potential as an event, and I feel like I would like it more if I actually took the time to practice it. I just don't find this event interesting enough to sit down and learn tons of new algs. I really don't like events that are super alg heavy, and Squan is the event that requires the most algs. The number 15 spot goes to FMC. I actually really like competing in this event, and I usually have lots of fun at comps that have it. The reason I put it this low is because I don't enjoy practicing it. I've probably done more solves officially than I have at home, and that's probably why I haven't improved much in the past 2 years. I've tried learning NIS and block building techniques, but I just find it really boring. It feels out of place when compared to the other events because it's the only event that doesn't require speed, and that's why I find it not very interesting. At number 14, we have 4 Blind. I've never actually sat down and attempted a 4 Blind solve, but I feel like I know enough about it to rank it on the list. I feel like if I actually attempted a solve, I could get pretty close. I know the basics of 4 Blind and I could see how it would be a fun event, but I can't rank it any higher because I've never actually attempted a solve. Once I know more about the event and I've done a few attempts, I'm sure it will move up a few spots. In 13th, we have 6x6. 6x6 is the N/N that I practice the least. I think that the event is too long, mixed with the fact that the even layered N/N hardware is terrible. This event is fun to sit down and practice if you're bored of every other event, but that's about it. The number 12 spot goes to Megaminx. I definitely like this event a lot more than I used to. Even though I'm terrible at it, I think it's a fun event to sit down and practice every now and then. This event would probably be higher if I had a better last layer, but I never took the time to learn anything better than beginners. I think in general, Megaminx is pretty fun, I just can't do many solves at a time without getting bored. At number 11, we have Feet. Feet is the only event that I don't like or dislike. I used to love this event because it was the first event that I ever podiumed in. Now that I'm half decent at everything else, I see why the majority of people dislike it. It's another one of those very out of place events. However, I do enjoy practicing this event here and there. Non-cubers are always impressed when I say I can solve a Rubik's Cube with my feet, and it's a very challenging event to get fast at. Even though I don't love this event, I'm still disappointed that it's being removed this year. At number 10, we have Pyraminx. Pyra is the first event on this list that I really enjoy practicing. There's no great reason that I like this event, but I do really like how fast it is. Any event that takes less than 10 seconds is easily in my top 10, except Scube. Recently, I accidentally taught myself L4E, which could be another reason that I like it. Overall, I think Pyra is generally just a really fun event. For number 9, we have 7x7. 7 has the same problem as 6. It's too slow. The only reason 7x7 is ranked this high is because of the hardware. The Haze 7 is amazing and really got me into the event. I love the feel of the Haze so much, and I'm starting to average better on 7 than I am on 6. Even though 7x7 takes forever, I still think it's a super fun event to pass some time. Number 8 is Clock. Ever since I got my first clock, I liked it. I never understood all the hate that it gets. I understand that it doesn't really fit in with the other events, but I still think it's really fun. Even though DNFs are really easy to get, it's very rewarding when you get a good time. Clock is a really easy event to get good at, mainly because no one practices it. I think if Chi or Moyu made a really good clock, it would be one of my favorite events. The number 7 spot goes to 2x2. Like I said before, I really like fast events. Considering 2x2 is the fastest event, it should be expected to be this high on the list. 2x2 is really fun to practice because you can do an average of 50 in less than 10 minutes. It's also very rewarding when you successfully solve a CLL case. Overall, I think 2x2 is a very underrated event. The number 6 spot goes to Blindfolded. I've been practicing blind a lot recently, which has led to me really liking this event. It's very rewarding to see a solved cube in front of you when you take off a blindfold. Even though my times and success rate are pretty bad, I still think blind is a really fun event to practice, especially in quiet places. At number 5, we have Multi-Blind. I've only ever attempted 2 cubes, but I still think Multi-Blind is awesome. When practicing Multi-Blind, I'm not really going for speed, so my success rate is a lot higher. I love memorizing for Multi-Blind too. Some of the stories I can make up when memoing M-Blind can be really funny. Overall, I think Multi-Blind is a very interesting event. Fourth is 4x4. I've always really liked 4x4. 4x4 solves are always super straightforward, and there's something super satisfying about 323. It's really rewarding to get a good 4x4 time, and it's a super fun event to compete in. And third, we have 5x5. 5x5 is the same as 4x4, just better. I think 5x5 is the perfect event in terms of length. It's not too long like 6x6, but it's not too short like 4x4. This event is super fun when you get a really good 5x5 and you sit down and do an average of 50. I think 5x5 is one of the most rewarding events when you get a new PB. Just like 4x4, there's something super satisfying about edge pairing, and it's even better on 5x5 when you're pairing 3 edge pieces at a time. My second favorite event is 3x3. I think it's obvious why 3x3 is this high. It's the event that we all started on. It's the event that we all put the most time into. It's the event that has the hardest records to beat. It's the event that is the hardest and most rewarding when you get a new PB. 3x3 is the main event in cubing, and it's the reason speed cubing is what it is today. When you say Rubik's Cube to a non-cuber, or just anyone in general, their mind always goes to 3x3. It's also super fun to practice because it's very quick. 3x3 is overall just an amazing event, and it's the mascot of cubing. And at number 1, my favorite event in the WCA, one-handed. I don't even know where to begin with one-handed. I started to like this event about a year ago when I started to get good rankings in this event at comps. I liked it so much that it became one of the only events that I practiced, which got me really good at it, and that only led me to like it more. My TPS OH is almost as high as regular 3x3. Whenever I'm holding a 3x3 and not practicing, I'll always spam OHU perms. I think this event is by far the most fun to practice. Mixed with my good rankings in the event, lead it to be my all-time favorite event. Thanks for watching my ranking of every WCA event. Make sure to leave your list in the comments. Also make sure to check out DG Cubes' video. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.